Good morning. It's time for Precision Talk. I'm Marketing Manager Frank Olmstead with HTS Ag, and joining us again this week, Technology Advisor Jay Robinson. Morning, Jay.
Good morning, Frank. It's round two.
It is.
They're getting fed up with me, I think now.
I don't think that's is possible for you to anyone to feel like that toward you. But what we're going to chat about this morning is ag leader products,
Yes.
and we're going to start off, Jay, with one that's near and dear to your heart.
The planting promo.
Yes.
The planters are a complicated beast, and that's why they're my favorite.
Yeah.
We are running a promo right now, so I know it's done planting. We're watching it grow now, and we're worried about the weather. But if you haven't tucked it away, if you're not done, staring at it for the season, we've got a promo going on right now. If you want to get a SureForce system, which is the downforce up and down, it's $100 off per row. If you want to add SureDrive to it, it's another $100 off per row. So it's an up to $200 off. Because now's the time to go back through and say, what was it that didn't perform well? What I want to make better? Could I get more bushels to the acre by upgrading and being able to calculate that ROI? And that is also something that we can help do. Is if you're curious on when and how it'll pay back, we've got some calculators we can work that through. So because we can't just spout out specific information for you, it doesn't quite resonate. But if you are curious, want to know what it looks like for your operation, give us a call and we can personalize that.
And one thing, Jay, that might resonate with guys is you mentioned that we're watching it grow. So if you were to go out into your field right now and see uneven emergence or walk a turn around a terrace and look at the near row and then walk out and look at the far row,
Right.
however many rows your planter is, and see if that turn compensation could be something that could really make a difference, because
Absolutely.
that is where it's going to really pay back the dividends, is to see where your planter, everything put a seed in the ground, but did it put it right?
Right. The placement is paramount, and I know you make a perfect example, because around my house right now, the field, you can see the curve come around, and I actually pointed that out the other day. It's like, look at the spacing down the straight row, and then as it comes around the curve, it doesn't change, because there's a lot of different aspects to yield. The spacing, the depth, does it all emerge at the same time? All those things come into play. So even just looking at a corner from the inside row, they're the same space across. If you don't have that turn compensation, you're going to get really close together crops on the inside and further out on the outside. It's like a boat pulling a tube. It's going to be speeding up faster, so you're going to have further out. It won't look as good, and then you don't have as many plants in that area. So that is something that the SureDrive will handle. We have a way to put that on. Just let us know what you have, and we can run numbers for that. But that'll keep the spacing normal. The SureForce is what's going to keep it at that depth consistently. If you're running springs right now on a box planter, it starts off at a certain weight, but as you go halfway through those boxes, it's a lot lighter. So when you get to the empty part, it's really a lot lighter than what it was when you had all that seed in there. So as you're going around the field in a box planter, it's going to slowly start to not quite put it at the exact same depth, and that's where the SureForce comes in. So a lot of different ways to skin a cat on this one, but we do have the promo going. So if you're curious about any one, both, all the systems, give us a call. We can work it out for you.
Absolutely. And then, Jay, that leads us into the next season, which would be, we're going to skip.
Right.
We're going to skip spraying, but harvest. Once that's all done, let's talk about some harvest options.
Yeah, and we've got the Zero. I'm sure you probably heard some ads or seen us talking about it already. But the Zero is going to be the corn head guidance steering system. So we're going to be able to get you to guide and steer auto through your corn crop instead of, beans is nice. You can set it and cut it however you want to. And we've got steering for that, especially when it's windy and you can't see going north. But if we want to have guidance through the corn, we are a Ricart dealer as well. So if you've got a corn head that has the sensors, there's 3 of them. There's the TrueSight, the Ricart tax sensors, and then the Precision. If you have that on your combine head now, we can tap into it, throw a modular on there as long as you got the Z2 steering. All those things, it's a lot of stuff I just spit out. Give us a shout out. But the bottom line is we can get you the bracket, the sensor, and the whole kit and caboodle to get you guided through those corn rows. So it's called Zero, zero error, is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
What do you think? Zero effort?
Could be. There's a lot of things that it could be. It's just
Zero down on the row. I don't. Either way you want to slice it, we'll get you driving.
Absolutely. And then, Jay, let's talk about another option when it comes to harvest is something that a guy probably doesn't think can save him money,
Yep.
but that would be display cast.
And I actually didn't pay enough attention back in the day on this, and I didn't put enough respect into it. But display cast is something that can be extremely useful, especially during harvest. Being able to link up two different monitors that you have in the field. So if you've got an in-command 1200 or a Go in say the grain cart, and you've got an in-command 1200 or the Go in the combine, they can actually talk to each other. And there's so many more. I'll stay high level, but if the configurations, if you set configurations, data, vehicles, controllers in this monitor, and you have display cast, you can bring that over to the second monitor. So if this one something happens, somebody takes it out, uses it for something else, you don't have to go get your tape measure out. You don't have to go through all the stuff to get all that data onto another one. But for the combining part of it, you could see on your monitor where the combine is and how full he is, how fast he's going, which direction he's going. The combine can see where the grain cart driver is, if he's got his feet up on the steering wheel watching YouTube, or if he's actually going to be unloading onto the truck. It just gives a much better overview of what's going on with the operation. And if you've got somebody that's sitting in a semi and wants to know where the cart's at, you can pull up. So you'll have Agfinity Essentials. Like I said, we're going to stay high level. But it's just an overall great tool to figure out who's where, what, and what do they need. So do you need to go road gear across the field to get to the combine because he's going to be yelling at you? Or can you creep over there because you got plenty of time? You'll be able to know with the display cast. So there's a lot more that it does, but for the combine portion of it, it's a nice aspect to have in the cab. And
Absolutely, because we're in Southwest Iowa, so we don't have a lot of super flat fields where you can see exactly where the combine is at all moments. There's a hill, there's a valley, and you want to know, do I need to go down on the east side? Do I need to go down on the west side? And you're not chasing the combine all over the field, and that's a fuel savings.
Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. And just the wear and tear on a vehicle is how fast you need to roll through there. Where are they at? It also gives, like I said, the speed. So if you're unloading on the go, combine's going 3.5, you can match it. There's just a lot of little different quirks that would take too much time to go through.
Yeah.
But it is a very helpful tool, and I don't know if I've paid enough homage to it to get it out there enough. So give us a call on that too, and we can really break down where it might work for you and what parts you may not care about, but the ones that you do, it can make a difference.
Absolutely. And then also don't forget about Ag Leaders financing offers. You can get more details on that by giving us a call or checking out our website at htsag.com. But that number to call us, 712-744-4468. And again, htsag.com, or follow us on Facebook, X, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, all at HTSAG. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Frank.